Bitches like to drink our tea and mix our herbs intentionally. Light a candle, say a spell, and consult our tarot. Soon manifestation never spells we cast may come. Soon. Hi guys, so I'm back, and I saw two different hashtags. I saw Maria at Lady Night of Avalon and Carla Astrology do standout decks of 2022. And then I also came across another hashtag, and I'm going to have to go back and look up the standout hashtags 2022. Peekaboo Rose, I think, is who it was. And I don't remember who started the only 10 decks hashtag, but I will look that up and try to get it in the description box and try to give that person credit. So it's just going to be like two videos that I'm just going to put into like one video, because I have, I figured I'll just do 10 mass market and then do the rest for the standout 2022. Sorry, the kids are being a little bit loud. So, I'm probably just going to start with my most recent deck for the first bit. And it is the Horror Tarot. It's probably like the more recent deck that I've got. I've done, you know, some readings with this, and, you know, already, I think around Halloween or whatever. It's a bit, might help if I had it right side up, right? Oh, jeez. I have to kind of get it in the light so the light catches it so I can read what the card is. But I was just really, I love dark decks. I love dark decks. Yeah, put that right side up. And, okay. So I was really happy with this deck. I loved it. I really, really liked it, and I've gotten quite a few, you know, pretty good deals with this. So that's my first mass market deck, because I don't, to be honest, I don't have any that aren't mass market. All of my decks are mass market. I don't do Etsy or Kickstarter. One, because I have to be really careful with print and things like that, you know, due to the whole partially blind thing. And two, they're expensive and they're not in my budget. So the next deck is the Disney Villains Tarot, and oil got spilled on it and it got a little dark. You know, the box. This is another deck I really, really like. I bought myself this for Mother's Day at a witchy shop in Anderson. And this is also like a bit of a pip deck. The guidebook. And these are the backs. So, you know, the print is kind of big. I can read it. The minors, like I said, are a bit pippish. I haven't hardly used it because I put it away and forgot where I set it. And I've been looking for it for a minute. I didn't have it in my, over here in my tarot case. Like, I was using it for something and forgot about it. But like I said, it is a bit, you know, this is what like a pip deck should be. So, but, you know, I grew up on Disney and nostalgia and all that good stuff. Kind of got some flack for getting this deck from a friend, because he was, you know, talking about all of the, kind of the crazy decks that are coming out. So that is number 2. And number 3, Amethyst Ascension and Courtney over at Erie's Witchcraft. And I haven't used this deck very much yet, and I need to, because they wanted me to do a review on what I liked about it or how I work with it. I could tell you now, with arthritis, it's a bit difficult for me to shuffle. But this is the Tarot of the She.
And they had gone on about the deck, so I went ahead and I saw it, and I purchased it because they were just, going on about it, and um, so, but it is a bit hard for me to shuffle this deck, but I'm going to start working with this a bit more, and seeing what I can do with this. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4 is the Wizard's Tarot, and this was a deck, a deck that my kid got me for Mother's Day. We got the stuff at the same shop. Pretty decent sized guidebook, which I like. Thank you for burping so loudly in my video. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm getting a laugh. Yeah. Burps like a grown man. So here's the back of the deck. And yeah, I used it like once so far. I like the imagery and all that type of stuff. So, but yeah, it's been a minute since I've used it. I really haven't. I wanted to start getting my tarot out more, and haven't. So, that is the Wizard's Tarot. The next deck I got at a different witchy shop. So that's, here's number 4. Yeah. This is just like in a tuck box, and Amethyst had asked me about this and I couldn't remember the name of it, but this is the Vikings Tarot. I got this because Erie is really following her Norse path, and it was the only deck in the shop that I didn't have, and I was going to use this. A lot of people have Norse ancestry, and I was going to use this for ancestral readings, but I had Erie in mind when I got this deck. The only thing I don't like is like the little print. I have a hard time with that. But I just got this, for like ancestral readings and things like that. I've only used it a few times. I really have not been getting out my tarot decks and doing things like I ought to. And that's something I am definitely going to change. So that is number 4. Number 5 is a deck that I was really excited about. And as soon as I can find it, then, because I have all my decks kind of sitting here. And what did I do with that deck? Because I was really, hold on a second. I put it on the other side of me. I really wanted this deck when I saw it in the store, and I had to wait to get this one. Witchling Academy Tarot. It's basically like anime meets Harry Potter, and it comes in a little book, and it's packaged really cute. And all that good stuff. I'm not going to grab all the deck cards out. But I really liked this deck quite a bit. I really wanted it when I saw it. And so I went and looked it up on YouTube, and someone had done a flip through of the deck, and I was like, oh, this is really cute. This would be like really easy for me, to read. So that's deck number 5. And deck number 6 is more of it's an oracle deck that I purchased, the Bistari Tarot or Oracle. The box is really cool. This is a deck that I've used in oracle readings and things that I've done. It's really easy for me to read intuitively. You know, I've used this deck before. It's really easy for me to read this deck. It's really, the artwork and things, it is just so easy. I think there's a crystallary and an herbiary. It's like a 3-deck set, but I like the bestiary. I don't think that the crystal or the herbiary oracles would be good for me to try to do, you know, intuitively. So that's deck number 6, and deck number 7, I was really excited about getting this deck, the Elike et Shihu. Arwen Lynch was the writer for this, and she gave me a reading with this deck, and I was just really excited to get this particular deck. There's the back, but I was just really, really excited to get this. Ugh. And yeah, it's I've used it quite a bit for things. So this is deck number 7. Deck number 8.
Who can drive their Bugatti? Who you miss?
Oh my lord. This is the Napa Tarot, or the Napa Tarot. And I did a review, and not a lot of people liked it, but I'm just going to go ahead and open it anyway. That's the back. I got this to use with my Santa Muerte Tarot and Santa Muerte Oracle. Loudmouth cats. So, and it has the English and the Spanish with it. So, that is deck number 9 that I got. And deck number 10, I got this because I don't know, this was the only deck that just really spoke to me when I went into the shop. Is the Tarot of the Spirit. It's a Kabbalah, I believe, like a Kabbalah based type of deck. So this is what the back looks like. And I do like the fact that, you know, the print is kind of big. I don't like the little white book. I hate the little white books. But I don't know, the deck just really spoke to me on a lot of levels. So that's deck number 9. And then deck number 10 is the Spellcaster's Oracle. I had gotten readings from Oracles and Beyond. She did a lot of readings for me. There's the back with this deck. And so I saw it in the shop and I grabbed it because, you know, I'm always looking for witchy decks. And this just seemed to be a really good deck. So that is number 9, I hope. I hope I didn't miscount any place. And the last deck that I got is the Old English Tarot. It's I wanted like an older, like medieval type of deck, you know, male energy type of thing. And the minors, it is a bit pimpish, but there are images, you know, so it's really easy to kind of read intuitively. So this is part 1 of my little video. Okay, so now on to standout decks of 2022. I have the Celtic Tarot, but I don't know what I did with it, because that was another deck that I wanted to bring out. But this deck is, it's brutally honest. It's a very dark, dark oracle deck. But I've used this one quite a bit. That's what the back looks like. So it might help if I had it right side up, right? It is a very dark oracle deck, and it is a very, you can tell I've used this quite a bit. It is a very, very brutally honest deck for me. And I don't know where my Celtic Tarot went. And the next deck is, let me move that, is the Modern Witch Tarot. It's basically like an updated version of the Rider-Waite deck, but it is very racially LGBTQ, kind of a modern kind of a deck, which I like. I like the diversity, because I could use this for anybody. But it's very modern, and that's what the back looks like. So, but it's just like an updated version. It's very, maybe if I did it this way, it's very racially diverse, and you know, some people like, you know, the old school Rider-Waite, and I have like an old school Rider-Waite, but you know, this is, I like to match up my energy, you know, the person's energy with the deck I'm going to use to read for them with. So, you know, this is something I could use for male or female. I need to get more kind of like male energy decks, but that is one deck. Okay, and the other deck that I have here is the Ancestral Spirit Oracle cards, and it's a really big deck, and the way the book was, I didn't see, you know, it's a good sized book, but the way that it was done, I was like, oh crap, it doesn't have a guidebook. But this is, you know, something I'm using this with like Ancestral Path, the Ancestral Path Tarot. But this is also a really good one for like ancestral type of readings. I think it's been a minute since I've done an ancestral. I think I need to do that. Do an ancestral type of situation. So that's another standout deck. Okay. And I was able to get it. So this is the Celtic Tarot, and this was a tarot deck that I really wanted. I wanted it for a long time. Of course, it has the little white book, which I can't stand. But here is the back. And let me make sure. Okay. Let me make sure that these are all right side up. But this was another deck that I really wanted, and I was able to get. Print is a bit small, but I love the imagery in this deck. So I just really love like the fantasy and just like the imagery in that particular deck. I just wish I didn't have to deal with the little white book. This is another deck that I got, and I'd like to get the second one, but these are soul cards, And I've used these quite a bit in readings. There's not really a guidebook to this, just, you know, there's not really a guidebook to it. You're supposed to use this intuitively, but there is a book too, and I'd love to get the book too. And I don't know when that's going to be, given what's going on. But I've used these quite a bit in my readings. And where did I set it? I set it. Ah, yeah, here it is. I have not really used these much, but these are the Universal Folk Oracle. I think I've only used them like once. And there's the back. And I love the artwork with this. Of course, you have the little keys here, and you can, you know, get the book. But I love the imagery in these, and I think I'm going to start using these again, and hopefully go back to doing like my readings for witches, and, you know, like my weekly oracle reads. So that was another standout deck that I got this year. And my last one, and I've hardly used it, I just need to get back into using my cards. I really do. This is the New Orleans Oracle. And of course it comes with the guidebook. And this is what the backs look like. And, you know, I got this one because I needed an oracle deck, and it was the cheapest one they had at the time. But it's, I need to try to find, like, some type of, like, I don't know, something that, because I like to get, like, oracle decks that I can use with my cards. So I need to find something that's very sort of like voodoo or hoodoo, or, you know, something like that that I can use with this particular deck. So, that's my video. Disorganized as it was, I'm going to get all my cards put back and reorganize my tarot cabinet because it's in serious need of it. You know, and just kind of get things reorganized over there because I need to. Those were my videos, so please like, comment, subscribe, and thanks a lot for watching, guys. Peace, love, and light. Bye.